Once upon a time, long, long ago, the goddess of wisdom, Athena, and the god of war, Ares, spawned a warrior to aid them in their cause. They named her Athena Ares and tasked her with protecting all of the realms. Well, the Minecraft realms, that is. Hi, I'm Athena Ares. Welcome to my kingdom. Hey guys, my name is Athena Ares. Gotta forgive me, this is my first time making a YouTube video like this, but I've played Minecraft for several years now. I kind of came into it a little bit later in life per se, so forgive me if I don't know all the mechanics yet, or if I make any mistakes here. But I just wanted to do a little playthrough and show you all the world that I have going on with some of my friends here today. Forgive all the noise in this particular room right now because I currently have a Tasmanian devil as a pet, which honestly makes it quite difficult to film a video that is not very loud, but here he is right there. My favorite little troublemaker. Oops, gotta leash him back up. Okay. I have several other pets here today. I have a cat and dog, and then my penguin named Dobby for some reason. Alrighty, so this is part of the castle that I've built. And honestly, the armor that I'm wearing right now, although it looks really cool, it does make me a bit more, let's say, speedy than the camera tends to follow well. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly change out of that so that I don't film in super speed. Alrighty, there we go. So, this world that we're in right now that I have with some of my friends is actually a Java server that we've put together, and it's not vanilla Minecraft clearly, as you can probably already see some elements that are not present in regular Minecraft, but it is a server that has BetterMinecraft, so right now that's what we've been exploring, and we've been trying to figure out all the ins and outs as we're new to this particular mod pack. It has a lot of cool new biomes and dimensions like the Aether or Terralith and stuff like that that really help enhance the experience. And so I've really enjoyed exploring those new aspects of the game. Let's go ahead and go downstairs here. As you can see, although I have some parts of the castle finished, it is still a bit of a work in progress. Out here in the courtyard, you can see we have a number of little houses for villagers. At this point, they're just empty, but hopefully at some point we'll move some villagers in here. This town, in fact, did have a vanilla village in here prior to this castle being built, but after I built the outside wall of the castle, I ended up having to kind of destroy all the remaining villager houses because they were in the way of the castle that I want to build. But in any case, I did go ahead and build some new ones in case we decide to have villagers at some point in time. A side note over here, not to spoil it, but we do have two dragons. This is me, my dragon, and one of the other people that lives on our server. It's a pretty cool mod that's added in my Better Minecraft as well, called, I believe, Dragon Mounts Legacy or something like that. Yes, Dragon Mounts Legacy, that's correct. And it's a really cool mod that lets you basically breed and hatch your own dragons that you're able to ride, so that's actually a pretty cool mod as well. As you can see just from these two dragons, one is slightly different than the other kind, so it's nice that there's a variety depending on the biome, in fact, that they were hatched in as to what the dragons end up looking like. Alright, let's head over here. I love these willow trees. They just add a nice bit of, I guess, ambiance per se, with the vines that hang off of them. Over here we have our large dining hall. Got some goblets to drink out of. I love this new kind of glass here with like the almost stained glass designs, although I guess they're not colored, but still that sort of idea. You can look out at the redwood forest that I planted below. And yes, I did in fact plant those trees. There were no redwoods there before, but it was I believe a fir forest before. I also really like in this mod pack some of the different furniture that you have, like these chairs and tables, and also some of these design elements that you see here that are not really present in our typical Minecraft. Cool thing about these chairs as well is that you can indeed sit in them. So you can see we're sitting here in our little chair. So if you and your friends want to have a virtual meal together, you can. Well, now I can't figure out how to get off the chair. Oops. Okay. Over here I also planted some of the other trees. You can see we do have those cherry blossoms, which are in vanilla, but there's also those purple jacaranda trees and some, I believe they're called magic blue trees over there, and those are all from the mod pack specifically and not in vanilla Minecraft. If we go down here, we have our cooking kitchen quarters per se. I really like some of the cute elements that are added, like these cooking pots that you can cook rice in, the frying pan. Of course, vanilla Minecraft does have furnaces that you can use, but these little ovens do give a more realistic feel to the cooking experience for sure. You can see it also adds in things like knives, cutting boards. We have cabinets that we can put things in as well. In addition, you can see this is a rice bale, and there's like fruit crates, which are all not present in vanilla Minecraft, but do add a nice aspect to the game. Again, we can look down there towards the redwood forest that we have. The cool thing about these lanterns right here, they are also not in vanilla Minecraft, but you can turn them off and on just by pressing on them. And they're not too expensive actually. I believe it's just that you need some iron in addition to a torch in order to create them. Alright, let's head on up. This area, I guess, is like the informal dining room. We have these little aquariums here, which are a neat element. You can put fish in them. As you can see, I put some tropical fish in these. It's kind of annoying to me, though, that they can't actually swim around. That would be a nice feature to eventually add, would be that the fish can actually move around instead of just being stationary like that. But once you've made the aquarium, you can just, of course, get a bucket of water and catch a fish in it and then place it inside of the aquarium. Oop, looks like we've got some snow accumulation here. It is one of the hazards of living up here on one of the tallest mountains I could find. Wish we could see the sunset a little bit better, but our render distance is as good as it's gonna get for now. If we continue over here, you can see our little cool archway. Currently those towers don't have a lot in them, to be honest. I'm still working on what exactly is going to be included in them. And there's so many towers that it's hard to decide what to put in each building that's attached to the castle. I'm just going to drop down and try not to kill myself. It's easy to forget that I don't have feather falling anymore on my boots since I took my armor off. Let's see here. Another cool room to take a look at here is our enchanting room. You can see we have a max enchanted table because of all the bookshelves that we have around it. One of the cool things in this mod, as far as enchanting, is that you can see some of the items that we have. Let me see if I have an example. Some of the items that you can enchant, like soul stealing, are not in regular Minecraft. Basically when you kill mobs, it will sometimes give you a soul from that mob, and then you can activate a spawner, which of course, if you're familiar, you can't usually either get or activate mob spawners, but you can actually in BetterMinecraft, so that's a pretty cool feature as well. And you have to have, again, that soul stealing modification there added to your sword in order to use that. Let's head on downstairs. This area is our mob spawner area. Speaking of those mob spawners, we have some gray glass to protect us from certain death. As you can see, there's so many skeletons spawning here. We would definitely die otherwise, especially without our armor. And we set this up. The gray stained glass kind of is a bit opaque, so the light from the glowstone that we have up there doesn't filter through quite as much into this area. And basically they go down into the water, and then we have a water column that shoots them up and around, and they fall down here, so that they're pretty much like one hit and you can get the XP. The downside is, of course, you end up with a lot of junk, as you can see here, like bones and arrows and quivers and whatnot. Quivers are being another thing that's not naturally in the game that you can use to store arrows if you need to be carrying them around with you. And you can see all these things here, hoppers that will gather the items from the mobs when they die, and then over here we route them into this chest, which, as you can see, has tons of skeleton souls in it. Unfortunately, we don't need any of those at the moment. Also, right here, this is actually what those spawner fragments will look like when you break the spawners in BetterMinecraft. And then you need, I forget off the top of my head, but you need quite a few of them in order to make the inactive spawner that then you put the soul into. But if you get a bunch of garbage that you don't want, you can go ahead and go over here to this chest, which handily enough we have basically a lava trash can where you put stuff in here, it goes down into a lava trash can, so that all this junk that you're getting from the XP farm doesn't clog up your inventory too much. Now, as you can see with this sign, turn lights on when finished. If we turn that on, then all these nice redstone lamps here will keep the skeletons from spawning. Okay, so if you're done with the farm, you can turn those on, and then eventually you can clear skeletons. Looks like the skeletons are killing each other for some reason. advantage of that XP while we can. Alright. Now, again, I have a bunch of junk in my inventory. Let's try not to throw away any of our armor while we're at it. For a second there, I was scared and I thought I'd put one of my pieces of armor in there. Okay. That is the downside to having a lava trash can after all. You cannot get your items back. This doesn't really go anywhere anymore. It used to be that the farm went down another level, but thankfully we were able to make it so it fits inside of the building. This fellow here, he looks like he committed some sort of great crime to be put in this box constantly for all eternity, right? It was actually quite a pain to get this fellow in here without him dying from either us trying to push him into the box or us dying from him shooting us with too many arrows. Anyways, for now, he is a specimen in our museum. Oop, looks like it is nighttime outside. Which, likely that I may die here without our armor on, but we can hope for the best, I guess. I really like here with these shaders and all the cool things included in this mod pack. You can see we do have a circular or crescent moon, and the clouds are very nice and puffy instead of just squares. I will note that having these sort of resource and texture packs all the way up like I have them right now does require quite a bit of computer power, so keep that in mind before you turn them up to like the ultra quality, which is what I have them on usually, because we have had some of our friends on the server who attempted to increase the visual aesthetics of the server with that setting, and unfortunately it crashed their computers, so keep that in mind. Consider how strong your device is or is not and how much it can process. Alrighty, so we already saw that village area over there. I really love how you can make these cool columns and arches with the modified materials here made out of stone. Really gives that almost like gothic architectural vibe that you'll see in Europe a lot. And this is the mine. Funnily enough, I actually lived in the mine for a good portion of time if we go down here. This is where I lived while I was building the outer wall. For some reason, I just decided that I was going to live in a hole in the ground. Which, honestly, isn't that every Minecraft experience when you start out there? You just dig a hole in the mountain somewhere and you survive the night, right? In any case, that mine goes down to the diamond level, and if we go down there, it also goes to the deep dark, and there is a ancient city there as well, which is pretty cool. And I did not know that at the time, but it's convenient to have it there as well. Also, you can notice on my back, I do have a backpack. This is another cool feature. I've used a couple different backpack mods before, but this one does seem to work quite well. And if you click, for me the keybind is the letter B, it will open up your backpack, and then you have both your inventory as well as a bunch more slots to store items in. Alrighty, well that's the mine. This horse belongs to someone else, so we'll just ignore him for now. Over here we have our waypoint. This is one of the shared ones so that everybody on the server can use this particular one even if they haven't been to all the locations. So that's pretty cool as well. I can just click on it and be able to teleport to different locations around. But for now, I'm not going to click on it just in case some of the other people on the server don't want all of their locations shown yet at this point in time. You know, I don't understand why this one willow tree is the only one here that decided to bloom, but apparently none of the other willow trees have the strength to do so. If we continue down here, you can see we still have more turrets of the castle. I also liked to make these little like galleyways almost, or hallways along the outside of the wall that you can just walk through, which were a bit of a pain to get to connect to the levels of the floors in the other buildings, but I think it adds a nice feature to have those lattice hallways on the outside there too. Honestly guys, I'm not used to playing in this point of view, so bear with me. If I struggle further, I may have to switch back to the other view that we were in, okay? Alrighty, so you can see a lot of this is still unfinished. We have some very extensive buildings that are quite usable spaces if I ended up wanting to expand further and or build new accommodations in the castle. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on over to the main hall that's built inside of the mountain, okay? Alrighty. So if we open this door, right here we are, oops, I'm gonna have to jump over the potted plant. We are in the main hall. This is one of my more recent areas to build. It's the storage room. A lot of these elements again are not available in your vanilla Minecraft, but I thought we were able to create a pretty cool gothic looking architecture here with these pillars, and we have these really gorgeous potted plants as well that are from actually a random city in the Nether, which again, feature not available in vanilla, but a pretty cool thing to explore in Better Minecraft. Of course, gotta have some lava falls for extra effect, right? To add to the mood. So if we look over here, these are of course a bunch of shelves that have all my chests and all the supplies that I've gathered so far. I've left some empty just because in other Java servers that we've had, I end up with so many items and I don't have anywhere to put them basically. So I'm attempting to try to leave extra space because I haven't even really gone too much into the Nether, or I haven't gone at all into the Aether and some of these other mods that are in this pack yet, and I want to make sure I have enough space to save all the stuff that I get from them too. These fireflies are actually the source of a lot of the light in this room. I didn't want it to be like super bright, so I tried to use light sources at least at the ground level that weren't quite as bright, like these candles and like I said, the fireflies, and as well as the lava. But we do have, if we look up towards the ceiling, some of those iron lanterns that I talked about earlier. The storage room is also 2 stories, as you can see. You can go up the ladder and then you can access the next level there and all the supplies there as well. Oop. Have to remember I don't have feather falling. If we go over here, we have our lava generators. As you can see, renewable supply of fuel for our furnaces that are along the ground. Pretty cool. And this cat, when I was hollowing out this whole hall, I was using my pickaxe that has vein mining, which veins quite quickly a large amount of space. But I kept on hearing this cat meowing. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. I figured there must be like some little cave up in the roof of the mountain that this is hollowed into that was trapping this cat in there somewhere. Anyways, eventually when I was hauling out the mountain, I did end up finding this little kitty cat, so now they are my pet. And here is our second dragon den. This is the one for, I believe these are either nether or fire dragons. Forgive me, I can't remember off the top of my head which one. And the other ones you can see, which are the more icy look of the dragon, are over here. It does connect to the original dragon den we were in. It has the white dragons in it. Both of them very cool. Take a moment for this cool architecture. Alrighty. I think I've shown you most of the base now at this point. Probably might have missed something, but I don't want to ramble on too long in my first video. So let's go ahead and just take an aerial view of this castle real quick. The cool thing of this den being that I also made basically a way to go straight up out of this build. As you can see here, we can go straight up and then end up outside of the castle. Now this green castle I did not actually build. That was one of the pre-generated things. This fog is really bad. I guess it decided the weather was going to be extremely foggy this day in Minecraft. But I guess it does add a bit of a moody aesthetic as we take a look from an aerial view of what the castle looks like. Tried to add a lot of arches and unique elements to make it look a little bit more complex while staying doable without being creative or something like that. And of course I want the spaces inside as well to be somewhat usable, not so aesthetically focused that I can't even use the spaces I built. And then over here you can see I'm working on expanding the wall out still in this direction, so I do hope eventually to make it go all the way around this mountain, but obviously that's gonna be a bit of a challenge here. If we go up, maybe we can get a better scope of how far it will need to go. But it's kind of hard with this fog, honestly. It's really unfortunate that it happened to be a foggy day here in Minecraft. There we can go. We can see those little villager huts and everything that we saw earlier from above. Alrighty, well, thank you all for joining me to just take a tour of my Minecraft world, talk a little bit about Better Minecraft. Let's go ahead and stow my dragon away safely for another time. And I think we're going to end it here because I don't want to ramble on too much. Again, thanks for watching. My name is Athena Aries, and I hope we get to have a lot of fun adventures together as I start to figure out more of what I want to focus on in this channel. I would like to do some, 100 days with my friends in a zombie apocalypse or those types of Minecraft videos eventually, but I think they're a little bit beyond my skill set currently, but we'll get there, right? Alrighty, thanks for watching.